am going to share some of the swing signals that I'm going to be trading this week with you. As you already know, we are on a journey on this channel. I am growing a $500 account to $10,000. If you look at the trading history, last week we made some profit in our trading. If we look at this trading history, we have made a total profit of $1,288 trading this account from $500 where it started. And today we are going to continue doing the analysis. And when you subscribe to this channel, it will help you to learn how to trade effectively. My goal of trading live here with you is to prove to you that if you have sound trading education with proper risk management and with patience, you can actually make Forex trading a viable source of income for you. That is why I started trading this account from $500 US. We have arrived at a total of 1,642, and we have been trading live. If you follow what I am doing here, I take you from idea generation and we analyze from the fundamentals and we look at the best trading setup for the week. Not only that, we will execute this trade on this channel. You are seeing how I'm trading. If you have not watched the previous videos, you can start from the first video and see how we started trading account right from $500 to where we are right now. By the end of this week, hopefully we can take this account to $2,000. And when we arrive at $2,000, the goal is to withdraw out the capital that we started with. That is, we are withdrawing $1,000 out of it and we'll keep $1,000 and trade that $1,000 until we get to $10,000. If this looks good to you, click the subscribe button and be a part of the community and show up on this channel every day. Update. The trade ideas I am sharing here are real. Everything I am doing here is real. The trading account is real, but I encourage you, if you're a beginner, you have never traded before, you should understand that Forex trading is risky. I'm not giving you investment advice. So whatever you choose to do with these signals is up to you. But what you should know is that I am trading live and it has taken me years to develop these trading skills. All right. So what we can do right now is to go to the screen and do the analysis. If you have been following me for some time, you know that I start my trading idea generation from the fundamentals. Some people just go straight to the charts and they feel like I can just draw lines on the screen and it will give them everything they need. But for me, I like to analyze the macroeconomics first. And looking at the analysis, this analysis was updated on March 12th. This is a new week. Some economic data will be released. If you go to a website like forexfactory.com and look at what is coming up this week, you will see that today, being Monday 17th, retail sales in the US will be released. And the retail sale is expected to grow from minus 0.9 to around 0.6. That will actually improve the performance of the US dollar. Now, if you scroll down, you will see that on Tuesday, which is March 18, CPI data will be released in Canada. So that will also affect the Canadian rating. On Wednesday, the Bank of Japan will announce their interest rate decision. And the expectation is that they are going to keep it at 0.50%, which if they are not hiking, if they keep their interest rate stable, it is going to actually help some of the Japanese yen trade that will be getting. And then if you look at that same Wednesday, the Federal Reserve is expected to announce their Fed fund rate. So you can see here, the expectation is that the Federal Reserve is not going to be cutting rate. And if that happens, you know how that will affect the US dollar. And that same Wednesday by 9:45 p.m., New Zealand will announce their GDP data. And from what we are seeing here, the GDP is expected to grow from minus 1.0 to 0.4. If that happens, the New Zealand is going to appreciate in rating. Then Australia will also give us their unemployment rate data. I'm just looking at the most important things that are going to affect the rating. Then finally, you see here that the United Kingdom will announce their unemployment rate, while Switzerland will also announce their interest rate. And for the Swiss National Bank, it's expected to drop from 0.5% to around 0.25%. When you go down, you also see that United Kingdom will also announce their rate as well. So this week is packed. It's going to be a very volatile week and you need to be prepared for this. Then Canada will also announce their retail sales. A lot of things are going to happen this week. But I assure you, with proper understanding of all these macroeconomics and positioning yourself, we are going to trade profitably and make some money. Working with the current rating here, you see that New Zealand has been appreciating in this month of March. Okay, it has grown by 17.14%, while if you look at the Japanese yen, it has dropped by 14.71%. So ordinarily, with that statistic, you can say that for a currency like New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, this is going to be a trade that will only look for buy setup. So our first signal for the week, we're going to be looking at New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. Then another currency that we can consider would be something like Euro New Zealand dollar. The Euro New Zealand dollar is going to be another setup that we should look at. Then if you also look at AUD New Zealand dollar, that is going to be another setup for the week. A lot of other currency pairs will be available for us to trade. But one thing I want to let you know is that you should add a level of diversification in your trading. So if you have taken New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, you should not take any of these New Zealand dollar pairs. You can also look for something like GBPJPY. This was one of the trades that we have been taking for the past 2 weeks, and maybe it can still give us another opportunity. So CHF Japanese yen is another one. So we'll look at all that. Consider taking like GBPJPY, then you can look for another Japanese yen pair, maybe 2 currencies, and that will be fine. If you look at the chart of New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, all things being equal, we will be taking this week. You can see from the 4-hour trend line that the market was trending downward from here down, from here down. It came here and broke out of the trend line, and it has continued to trade upward. What I will be doing is to wait for this currency to play out to wherever it is going, and then do a retracement. Okay, then I can look to take that trade. I do not like executing any trade on Monday morning, so I'll wait towards evening. Whatever the setup will do for us, then we can see if this trade will be available for us to take today, or we'll be waiting till tomorrow or by Wednesday. But whenever the trade gives us a clear setup, we'll take it. Okay, so from here, I expect it to trade and start doing retracement. Then I will use the Fibonacci retracement and calculate maybe the 61.8 or the 78.6. For now, there is no entry yet. This impulse move is still completing. Once that happens, we'll wait for a correction before the next trade. Then if you look at GBPJPY, this trade has already given us some money last week, but we are still going to be taking this trade along. I don't want to go to the higher time frame right now because I've already done this analysis previously. I'm still waiting to re-enter this trade, GBP Japanese yen. What I can do on this is to wait for a retracement back to this zone. Then we can look for entries there. That trade has not even gone very far. Then for something like CHF Japanese yen, this currency pair, there is something we saw. After the market broke out and came back to retest here, we're expecting this market to push straight and go to the profit zone, but it has gone into a range. It traded from here up to this level, dropped again and up there, then traded. Last week Friday we took out that profit and it is still there. I'm still going to re-enter this trade if I see a nice entry point. Okay, so what we can wait for, maybe if all things being equal, it trades back to this area, we can look to enter that trade. Another way we can take this trade is to wait for a breakout. If it trades like this, where it is going and clearly goes up there, then we will wait for another retracement and then enter the trade. Looking at Euro New Zealand dollar, this is one of the trades that I missed last week. Okay, maybe I didn't check the analysis on time. If you go to the chart here, you see that Euro is here, New Zealand is here. New Zealand is growing significantly. I drew this trend line here and I saw that the market broke that trend line, retested and started dropping. That would have been a nice place to look for a setup. Okay, and you can see that the downtrend has started forming. So from here, it came here, broke the trend line, retested and dropped. Okay, but this week you can wait for another opportunity to take that trade if it offers you the opportunity. So clearly right now there is no new trade for me to take, but what I have there are trade ideas. You can trade along with me. If you are a new trader, I encourage you to trade with a demo account. If you are an advanced trader, you can add my analysis to whatever you are doing. If you have any currency pair you are looking to take this week, ask a question on the comments I'll be glad to analyze with you. Everything must be planned and traded according to the plan if you want to succeed in trading. There is no room for trial and error. Proper risk management, proper trade planning, and proper execution of the trades. Okay, so those are some of the trade setup that I am observing this week.